Your personality can be thought of as your psychological fingerprint. Most psychologists agree that everyone's personality is a cocktail of just 5 key traits: openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. We share them all, but to differing degrees. So what's your special blend? This is your result from the personality survey. Openness measures our artistic sensitivity and our desire for novel experiences. Conscientiousness reflects how well we plan and exhibit self-control. Extroversion is linked to positive emotions and energy. It also measures our desire for social stimulation. Agreeableness indicates how much we care about the feelings of others and how much we trust them. Neuroticism is linked to how we perceive threats and how we manage negative emotions like stress, anxiety, and fear. Now let's take a deeper look at your most interesting traits. You scored low on neuroticism. But what does this mean? Neuroticism is linked to negative emotions and how we respond to threats. It reflects our level of emotional stability. As a low scorer, you tend to experience less negative emotions in response to unpleasant or potentially threatening situations. You're more likely to be emotionally stable, calm, and even-tempered. Studies indicate that those low in neuroticism, who are also highly extrovert, tend to be more content. Researchers link low neuroticism with humour and high self-esteem. Is that because you tend to be thick-skinned and laid back? Well, beware, because sometimes this attribute may be misconstrued as unemotional or even lazy. Now let's hear from some well-known people about their take on neuroticism.
Yes, no, I am a warrior. I have catastrophe mentality as well because I have kids and a husband that I love. In quiet, slightly dark moments of the day, I do imagine them being run over by a bus.
I'm not a very neurotic person at all. My head hits the pillow, I go to sleep. I've never missed a moment's sleep in my life. I mean, I don't just go around thinking I'm great. I think I'm a bit of a muppet, but luckily I think everyone else is a bit of a muppet too. I think that's where the confidence comes from. So obviously I'm always thinking I could be better at this, I could be better at that, but I don't let that interfere with my enjoyment of life.
It's a motivator, you see. It gets things done, being neurotic. It particularly works well with deadlines. You know, if you've got deadlines, you can't be too relaxed. You've got to be a bit uptight.
Does that mean I need to work on my neuroses? Should I be watching more Woody Allen films? Am I not neurotic enough?
I think out of all the results, I was probably least surprised that I scored high in neuroticism, because I would absolutely say I'm a worrier. I always have been. I've always kind of just stressed about things all the time. You know, I just want things to be absolutely right, and I kind of, will go through the scenarios of whether they go wrong and just kind of really, really worry. And I'm awful to live with. I know I'm absolutely hideous to live with.
I think I am a warrior. Naturally, I'm a warrior. And, as life goes on, you work out ways to calm that side of your personality, just because it's too difficult to live with it.
Now we'll explore another of your traits. You scored high in openness. But what does this mean? Typically, open people are imaginative and curious about a wide range of things, from appreciating different art forms to exploring new places, cultures, and foods. You probably relish change. Studies indicate that open people are more inclined to jump from one job to another in their search for new experiences. And don't be surprised if you often find yourself aimlessly daydreaming or having unusual thoughts or fantasies.
The skies always had little fluffy clouds and we moved on.
Some scientists believe that different parts of the brain are more interconnected in people with high scores of openness, so you can make more associations, like Einstein's brain, it's supposed. It's this ability to make links between seemingly unrelated ideas that may lead to scientific inspiration, or new forms of art. Now let's hear from some well-known figures about their own degree of openness.
I'm very surprised that I score low, bottom third really, on openness. I mean, that's the one that surprises me.
I think I'm curious about people, which is why I do this job, because that's what it's like to be a journalist. You want to hear people's stories. So I think that's probably why I scored a little higher than average there, because it's what I do.
I am definitely curious about everything.
In my head, I'm always trying to simplify things. It's just the way my mind tends to work. I've noticed this. So if someone's giving me a lot of detail, I'm not taking the detail. I'm trying to see a pattern in the detail that allows me to kind of hone it down to the basic essence. I'm sort of always looking for the essence rather than the detail. So maybe that makes me a more closed-minded person in some sense.
I'm very curious about the world. I love adventure. I love going out into the world and exploring and traveling a lot. I've done a lot of travel, but I have to disagree that I don't particularly like music. I don't have a huge record collection. I don't go to the theatre often. So yeah, half and half on that one.
To find out more about your other personality traits, follow the links on the web page once this video has finished. Your profile will be analysed together with all those across the UK. The results will be broadcast in a special series of Child of Our Time in spring 2010.